I mean, we had the greats like Yves Saint Laurent, Valentino, Johnny, Papa,
Yeah.
Azadina Laya. I mean, I felt like at one point, early 2000s, I felt like we had taken a huge step backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even think we were going to get back. Hence, I mean, Beth Ann, you being the first to support Beth Ann and Black Girls Coalition.
Yeah.
And that was in the, well, that was in the 80s, Iman.
That was in the 80s. And the Black Girls Coalition, it was Beth Ann's idea that she came up with. And she came to me and we talked about it. And the idea was that what's happening with the Black models and the Black creatives, right? Meaning the Black hairdressers, Black makeup artists, photographers, etc., right? So it was bigger than that, than just the Black models. But also is to highlight, we are at the forefront. The fashion, the Black model has always been at the forefront of that. Because if you are Naomi, who you are, you're the only person who can bring a Black hairdresser with you, a Black makeup artist with you, suggest a Black photographer, right? So the Black model, once we gain some kind of a power, we're the ones who can bring up the other creatives with us.
That's right.
So that's what was the intention was behind it. But you're right. All of a sudden, all those doors that opened completely closed again.
They did.
Yeah. And in 2013, I'll never forget. Beth Ann called me one day and she said, I'm going to send you an article that the New York Times wrote. And she sent me this article. And the title of the article was "The Blonde Leading the Blonde." Apparently, for that whole fashion week, and including not the United States, but in Europe, there was the absence of Black models all across the runway. And I was surprised at 2013 that would be possible. And that's exactly when the three of us got together to write to the CFDA and to actually highlight what that reckoning should look like. Because we had to put it out there to make it sure that, to find out that Prada didn't use a Black model for 6 years.
But do you feel like because we had relationships with the houses and designers, and then came, and I'm not saying they don't have to have their work, they got to work and eat too, but then came casting directors.
Absolutely.
And I feel like the casting directors, God bless them, came in and made a bridge between the model and the artist. And I think that, but you couldn't change the existing relationships.
But you could highlight, you could put a light on what is going on. So for a designer to feel, oh, are you calling my house a racist house? I'm like, no. But do you know what's going on your behalf, under your name, through a casting agent? When a casting agent says to the modeling agencies, we don't want to see any Black models this season.
And that's what literally, guys, was said. And that's what was said.
Exactly. Like as if we are a trend or disposable.
Disposable, which we are.